Oh,
Ooh, we are going early. We got it in. We got it in before the official 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time minute hit the thing. Welcome to episode number 15. Yeah,
think
15 in
so.
miscellaneous.
Yeah, I think
15. Because it says right here in the StreamYard call. Why do I have to think about that? The title's already there. But yeah, should be another fun time, another Sunday night of action. Doug, how are you doing on this fine night? I guess it would be.
I'm doing really well. Adding some names to the wheel, like a Mr. Nick Carley, who just got in that hashtag Bafal. If you're watching us, make sure you hit that hashtag Bafal to get put on the wheel for tonight's show. I'm excited. This should be fun. There's some other things
Peggy
going
Gubbins,
on, we'll see.
I believe this might be her first official time getting on to miscellaneous. So hopefully the internet holds up. We got Garth, Richard Schwartz. Unfortunately, you are not eligible to play. Just because you played last week, and then we got Chris Diaz in there as well. So that I believe, if my math is right, that means we have 4 people, which means we need another 4 people in the next 5 minutes to get us a teams match.
That is true. It's always fun doing teams match, but there's nothing wrong with doing a little bit of a singles one-on-one.
Nothing wrong with doing singles. How was speaking of? How was your week?
It was pretty good. I did some things, worked some stuff out. Still injured. Still walking around with a cane.
Oh yeah, how's the cane?
It's taking its time. It's taking its. I'm still injured, so it's doing what it's gonna do, and it's gonna take forever to heal up, like everything. But hopefully it'll go. Hopefully it'll go quick.
Hopefully it'll go. Yeah. So was it you or me that said before we went on air that Richard didn't play?
I'm looking at the episode now, and I was confused, and that was me.
We done fucked up because I saw we saw this message here. I didn't play last week, and then I was like, wait a minute here, something that doesn't add up, and then I was like, yeah, Richard did play, and then I was like, who played last week? And I was like, well, Kaleb and JTH won. Then it was Malcolm, and then Jimmy. Jimmy
right.
From the made his debut.
So
yeah,
we now have another player on the wheel. Sorry, Richard. That was not your fault. It was my fault. I got weeks confused. That's what this thing of being out of work has done to me.
Yeah. On the plus side, though, up here things are starting to get a little easier. I guess rules are starting to be a little more lifted. So we're starting to have gatherings outside, like having like bonfires and stuff. So finally get to do that, which is the thing that I wanted to bring up before we went live, is that last night I had probably if you were to picture like a stereotypical Canadian summer attire, okay. I had it on. So I had on my plaid sweater, which people have seen on camera before, as well as like gym shorts and a pair of flip-flops.
Nice.
I wore that to a bonfire, and that's you know what I mean? How I said to Sue as we got in the car, I was like, this can't get any more Canadian. I think I would need long johns for it to be more Canadian.
A little bit, yeah. Probably put some long johns on. You're right up the alley. No, over here it's starting to get a little bit better. We got the bars opening up, I think, on Monday, the outsides. So it's going to be an adventure going there. But we're just hoping that everything just rolls out slowly and safely.
Nick Carley is wondering, where is everybody? Well, we actually have double or almost double the amount of people that we had last week. So this is pretty good so far.
Yeah,
but we are waiting for one more. I believe we need 3 more people.
We do. We need 3 more people.
Or else we're doing a singles match. So let's get in there.
Tell your friends.
People that are always
share the.
Well, there's always that one person. It's like, oh well, it's 9:05. Time to spin that wheel. Oh no, we do have somebody there, but it's usually Jay Burns or Jim Green or even Kaleb Koho.
This is true. what are you what are you most excited to be able to get back to kind of normalcy?
To get back to work. Like, it's like I've been trying to stay productive, but then I've also been like, I don't need to be productive. Like, I'm just sort of getting things I need to get done, and then that's about it. Like I finally got my grass cut yesterday.
Oh man,
it was good. Oh, it was fucking long. Well, yeah, because every day that I wanted to do it, it rained. And then when I finally had the day to do it, I couldn't get it going because it just sat behind the shed all winter. So the battery just kind of needed a boost. But yeah, no, it was good. No greater smell than fresh cut grass.
Yeah, I like the smell of fresh cut grass. It's pretty nice. I think for me, I definitely understand the work statement, especially since I've been out of work for going on 3 weeks now. It's definitely something that I kind of miss, and it's like I want my foot to heal so I can go back to work.
Yeah. Well, it is that time. It's time to spin the wheel. We are going to be doing a singles match. So just to reconfirm, we have Chris Diaz, Richard Schwartz, Garth, Peggy, and Nick Carley. So let's get two names for the one wheel, for the one match here on the one channel with the two hosts.
And the spin is in, and it is
Garth.
Garth is off the wheel. We'll take him off and apply that changes just so that way it's a little easier. And our next competitor who will be facing Garth is as follows. Peggy.
Garth versus Peggy. All right, guys. I am just sending you the link as we speak. So be sure to get in here as quick as you can. And then we'll get right into the fun-filled action known as Multiplex Miscellaneous.
Yeah, I enjoy these Sunday nights. I think they're a lot of fun. I think the reason we have people coming back is because it is a lot of fun, and it's not just basic trivia. I think it's a lot of fun.
And Peggy got here first.
What up?
Wearing the tie-dye hoodie and everything.
Did it
myself. I love the sweater. Nice.
Oh, shit. Hang on.
I don't think I've made a tie-dye t-shirt since I was maybe like 7 or 8 at my grandparents' house.
Seems to be all the rage in the quarantine.
Yeah.
I made a couple of them.
Nice. So yeah, Richard, just wrong answers in the chat. Try to be, we always try to be funny and whatnot. And give sometimes some yikes answers, sometimes some not as yikes answers.
Yes. Learn the area of where yikes this is. Learn your cue. We're gonna start having a yikes-o-meter. We're gonna have a yikes-o-meter, and if it's 2 yikes, we're gonna put you in the red.
We decided because I played earlier tonight, so.
Oh yeah.
If it's not,
we just have a
black. We're good.
Yeah, we just have a steady line that's going the entire time, and as the comments get more yikes, it goes up, and then as it settles down, it goes. But yeah, do you guys have any questions before we get started?
Not really. I've been here before.
Yes, Michael Turner coming in with the hashtag of the day. Hashtag wrong answer fam. Is what we need in that chat. Sorry, Peggy, I very rudely cut you off.
No.
Do you have any questions before we go?
I'm not in the chat, but I will try to give only wrong answers and funny ones if possible.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to Bafal number 1 and let's spin that wheel.
Guys, spinning the wheel for Bafal number 1. Let's see what your first category is.
Television.
So
you guys are gonna get 3 questions for the category of. Oh no! What'd you do?
I accidentally spun the wheel twice because I will refresh it and just I'll take the
all right
TV wedge off.
So while you do that, I will ask your first of 3 TV questions. Whoever gets the most correct will get to advance on to without number 2. If you are tied, you will both get to go there. So either one of you will go or everybody will go. We'll go to first question number 1. In what TV show would you frequently hear the phrase "Danger, Will Robinson"?
So, Brooklyn, if you had a catchphrase for a TV show, what would it be?
I'll go back to the kitchen. It was just like somebody. I think my thing would be like if 2 people got into an argument, and I'd be like, "Well, time to go back to the kitchen," and then just slowly walk away. 5, 4.
I mean, 3, you do have a catchphrase
2,
or a
1.
slogan in the family. So.
I mean, I do, but that isn't really family friendly. I'll go to Garth.
I have a great story about meeting Dr. Smith. Lost in Space.
All right, that's correct. And Peggy.
I couldn't pull the name. I put the 1 in space. I couldn't figure it out.
Lost in Space is correct.
Yeah.
But Garth getting that one correct. Doug, you want to hit him up with question number 2?
Yeah, guys. The question for question number 2 is, what are the name of the 3 Animaniacs?
Because they're Animaniacs.
If we miss one,
and there's a to the backs.
I know I'm going to be like 1 off or something.
Humming by Brooklyn and Duck. 5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Peggy first.
I've never watched it. I put Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
Ooh, it was Rice Krispies. You would be correct. Garth.
Dot, Yakko, and Wacko?
That is correct.
Oh!
So with that, actually, Garth advances on to number 2, getting 2 out of 3. So, fucking yikes. Trump, Pence, and Pelosi are the 3 Animaniacs. Michael Turner. Damn. All right, so.
The foul number 2. Spin it away. Garth, you are going to go. History, geography.
All right, so you will be getting a question to history/geography. Words cannot come out of my mouth. If you get it correct, you will get the wedge. But if you do get it incorrect, then you will have the opportunity to steal. And if she gets that question correct, she will get another question. And if she gets that right, she will get the history/geography wedge. Garth, are you ready for your question?
Sure.
All right, your question is as follows. What historical event did Abraham Zapruder famously record?
That's the assassination of John F. Kennedy from Grassy Knoll.
For the history and geography wedge.
Nice.
Garth striking blood early.
I don't know that because I was there. Not at all.
All right, we'll go back to Befau number 1.
All right, spinning it away. Befau number 1. Music.
We're getting all the good categories out of the way here first. All right, Doug, you want to head him up with the first question of music?
Absolutely. I'm going to go with that question that you were just on because it's been in the bank for a while.
Absolutely.
What 60s guitarist has singles including Foxy Lady, Purple Haze, and All Along the Watchtower?
Now, my question for you, Doug, which of those songs is your favorite?
Out of those songs, it would probably be... I really do like Purple Haze.
All in my mind.
1. Really? Purple Haze would actually be my least favorite of the 3. Pens down. Go to Peggy.
Jimi Hendrix.
And Garth.
Mr. Jimi Hendrix.
Yes, one of the greatest guitarists of our time. Both are correct. We'll go to question number 2. And it is going to be as follows. In Jim Croce's Bad Leroy Brown, he is said to be badder than blank.
It could be a who, what, when, or where.
Well, I know what answer you're probably looking for, but to be fair, in the song, they say a bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he is bad. He is He is Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I'll go to Garth.
Then a junkyard dog.
That is incorrect. And Peggy.
I also put Junkyard Dog.
Badder than old King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard dog.
Meaner.
Badder.
That's right.
Oh,
Badder than old King Kong.
That was
Yeah.
all right.
You're right.
All right, Doug. Final question of music as they are tied 1-1.
All right, guys. What decade was Michael Jackson's first solo album released?
What decade?
What decade?
Are you a fan of this album?
Yes. I'd probably say yes.
This album will probably have like one of my top 3 Michael Jackson songs on it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. That song is "Rock with You." Go to Peggy first.
I guess the 70s.
That is correct.
I
Garth.
thought he was too young, so I changed it to 80s.
Off the Wall, his first solo album was released in 1979, so that means Peggy does get to go to without number 2 with 2 out of 3 in music. See if she can tie things up. So, Doug, let's give him that spin.
Without number 2, the spin is in, and it is music.
Just going to stay out of music. All right.
All right.
All right. I will be administering your question in music, and it is going to be as follows. Complete the lyrics to this I'll do this one. Complete the lyrics to this Billy Joel song. I've got the old man's car. I've got a jazz guitar. I've got a tab at blank tonight. You don't have to write this down. You can just say it.
I have no idea. Heaven?
That is incorrect. Garth, a chance for a steal.
I'm trying to place this on. I'm gonna say old Italian restaurant. I can't think of it.
I've got the old man's car. I've got a jazz guitar. I've got a tab at Zanzibar tonight. Zanzibar is the answer.
Only know
Great
that
song.
from what is it? Jack Black. Can't think of Tenacious D. Zanzibar.
Zanzibar. All right, so that one is unfortunately incorrect. We will need to go back to without number 1.
Without number 1, the spin is in. Schmodown.
Going to the Schmodown.
Have fun in the next round, guys.
Doug.
Even though I've seen them all, my memory sinks.
All right. Who was the winner of the 2018 Inner Geekdom tournament?
Oh, wait.
If you could win a tournament, Doug, what would you win the tournament in?
I'd want to go back into the olden days and win it in jousting.
Wait, hang on.
Win it in jousting? You're saying you wouldn't want to win a tournament of Mortal Kombat? 5, 4,
Maybe. Mortal
2,
Kombat might be fun.
1.
Can I have superhuman powers though?
No, you have you have Johnny Cage's powers.
Basically,
I'm probably wrong on this. It might be Rachel Cushing. I went with Mike Kalinowski.
That is incorrect. And Peggy?
I erased Smets and put Kalinowski.
Doug, what was the answer?
It's Mara Knopic.
Ah.
Oh, all right.
All right. Next question, guys, is going to be as follows. In what season of the Schmodown did Clark Wolf make the decision?
Make the decision.
Doug, what's the what?
Or
Yeah,
work
sorry.
that, or just make the decision.
Well, it was an infamous moment called the decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what season or what year?
In what season?
What season?
Yeah. But yeah, tough decisions.
Yeah. If you had to make the decision between any cheese, what would the cheese of your choice be?
None, because I'm lactose intolerant, and it gives me bad times. 5, 4,
Would you
3,
say bedtimes?
2,
At
1.
the L down?
It's a lot of farts. I fart a lot, quite a bit. Gareth.
Dutch oven.
So you'd go with Huff Harty, the third season?
That is correct. Thank you.
I guess season 5.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
Knew I was going to lose that one.
Claudia Dolph made her Throwdown single debut against whom in April of this year?
What? I didn't hear the first name.
Not a problem. Claudia Dolph made her Schmodown singles debut against whom in April of this year?
I believe it was the Barbarian.
The whiteboard.
So that
Whiteboard.
was
Oh,
that was a whiteboard.
I thought it was for me because I. All right.
Claudia Dolph, though, not to be confused with Dolph Lundgren, one of the greatest Rocky Balboa villains of our time.
He dies. He dies.
That was my bad. I'm
5,
so
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to. That is incorrect. Garth.
Hey, all right. Okay.
It is
Put down-
Garth pulling the unintentional pump fake. Yeah, it's Warfather. But with that, Garth was only one to get one
Barbarian
correct.
Warfather. All right. I see.
All
I
right.
see what you did there.
Befal 2. Spinning the wheel.
Sorry, Craig.
It lands on Time Hop.
All right. Nope, that's not what I want to do. There we go. All right, I will administer your question in Time Hop. And it is going to be as follows. Which of the following events happened first? Jerry Rice retires from the NFL. Pete Sampras retires from tennis. Mark Messier retires from the NHL.
Congrats, Peggy.
Say that one more time.
I was saying congrats, Peggy, because it's a sports.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a question for you.
Yep.
It's a
Oh.
question for you.
Oh,
This
just
one
for
you
me.
do say. Yes, this one you do
Oh,
say.
sorry.
Just for you.
Sampras. Pete Sampras.
Pete Sampras is correct for Time Hop.
Oh, okay.
So Pete retired in 2003. Mark Messier retired in 2004, and Jerry Rice retired in 2006. Crazy to think it was only 14 years ago that Jerry Rice was on the NFL field. But
Yes.
we'll go back to round number 1 as Garth takes an early 2-0 lead.
All right. Spin is in. Science and technology.
Science. All right, Doug, hit him up with that first question.
It's science.
Science and technology.
All right.
Orange.
The stage of sleep known as REM stands for what? What is your favorite stage of sleep, Brooklyn?
Heavy sleep.
Oh,
I have been known to both sleep like a rock and a worm at the same time. I just can't get comfortable. I'm always adjusting.
Mine is called the grizzly bear because that's exactly what I sound like when I'm snoring. My
Yikes.
entire house
Ooh.
hears it.
Heavy.
Rapid eye movement.
That is correct. And Garth.
Rapid eye movement.
That is correct. All right, your next question, guys, on science and technology is as follows. A schnoodle is a crossbreed of what two kinds of dogs?
A snickerdoodle is not my favorite cookie, but is it a
But it is a damn good cookie.
It is a damn good cookie. It is a definite second placer next to I know that people don't like this place, but I love the double chocolate cookies from Subway.
Hands down.
Those things are delicious.
Okay, yeah, they're not bad. Some of the cookies are pretty good. Peggy.
Is a cross between a schnauzer and a poodle.
That is correct, and Garth.
Poodle and a schnauzer.
All right, 2-2. Let's go to the third question in science technology. Doug, hit him with it.
All right. What is the name of force that makes things like a lasso spin in the air?
We will be a little lenient on spelling here.
Yes.
Because, to be honest with you, I didn't know how to spell this before I looked at the answer. And we will go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Garth first.
I'm glad you're leaning on spelling. Centrifugal? Is it G or P?
We can't accept that. Peggy?
I put inertia.
That is incorrect. Centripetal.
Ah.
Centripetal for.
With that being said, both of you still have 2 and 2.
I think a lot of people. I think over the course of time it has gotten like sort of slanged down to centrifugal, but it's often mispronounced. Centripetal force is the name of it. But we are tied 2-2, which means that everybody gets to go into profound number 2. We'll start off with Peggy because she is behind. We'll give her spin at the wheel.
All right, Peggy, your spin is in, and unfortunately, you lose your turn.
Ah, okay.
So we'll go.
The RNG dogs have punished Peggy for no reason whatsoever, purely for their own abuse.
Such is my life, gentlemen. Such is my life.
As well as Garth losing.
And the wheel is pissed. It's hey, listen, I don't know. Maybe we said something. But yeah, we'll just go to the next place, I guess.
Back to that one.
A first here in Miscellaneous. Lose your turns for both players.
Yeah, Peggy,
More
you
games.
didn't step over the wheel enough dollars. That's what it is.
All right. Your first question of music, or not music, gaming, I will administer to you. And it is going to be as follows. In chess, what is the only piece that can be exchanged for a queen if placed at the opponent's end of the board?
Is this what they would consider a king in checkers?
Kind of, I guess, like a cooler cousin version of that.
I see that. I make the comparison
5,
when playing
2,
trading card games between chess, checkers, and Go Fish.
Oh, cool.
I'll explain that later.
Me first. On.
And Peggy.
I guess Bishop.
It is pawn.
I'm not a chess
Doug,
player.
second question.
What is the name of the giant hammer wielding rival of Kirby?
The fuck is Kirby?
Yeah.
You've never heard of Kirby? One of the greatest Nintendo characters to ever come. Okay. So first of all, Kirby, one of the greatest characters of like a Nintendo. Who was in Smash Bros. Had a bunch of different games. Really well known on the Game Boy Advance. Had a really game on the DS called
Echo the Dolphin or Sonic the Hedgehog. I have no idea.
Yikes.
Yeah.
5, 4. I mean, okay, 3, 2, 1. I mean, to be fair, you asked me any PlayStation question, and I'm probably getting it wrong. So take that with a grain of salt.
I'm not a gamer. I put Qbert.
I mean, like, you're not too far off. Garth.
I don't know this one either, so I went with someone I know carries a big hammer. Donkey Kong.
Oh, you were so close. One of the biggest trolls in Nintendo, King DDD. If you ever watched Kirby, right back at you. King DDD was also actually King DDD and Meta Knight were the main villains of that. But your third question in gaming will be as follows: what was the name of PlayStation's first handheld device?
Now, Brooklyn, did you have this device?
No, I have stated before that I am a Nintendo slut, and then I rebounded with Microsoft for a bit, and then I went back to Nintendo. So yeah, I have not ventured into the realm of Sony games.
That sounds like my romantic life. I've rebounded and went back. And then
5,
breathe down to the
4, 3, 2, 1. Yikes. Pens down. We'll go to Garth first.
I've never owned a handheld device. PlayStation Go?
Close. You're close. Peggy.
I put Game Gear. I have no idea.
That's incorrect. Looking for the PSP or it's better known as the PlayStation Portable.
I was a Game Boy, the old school Game Boy, the original. That's
Actually, I was
Alright,
a
so-
Game Gear person. I love
I was Atari playing Pong.
So Garth is the only one going back to Bethau number 2.
All right, Garth,
Get
the
that
spin
win.
is
Lose
in.
your turn. Lose your turn.
That's 3 times now, but lose your turn. So we're going right back to Bethau number 1.
Yeah.
This has been quite a quick game. Brooklyn, wouldn't you say?
Wow. The wheel's not being nice.
Nope.
I think it's
Came earlier tonight. I had
And we're
another
going
time. I am in pure belief that the wheel has been too nice to us for the last month or so, and it's just raining all of her anger onto us. But time hop, as it always works. It is give us 3 events. You tell us which one happened first. I believe it is your turn, Doug, to ask a question.
Absolutely. Let's go with these ones. Let's do. Tell me which one happened first, guys. The Super Soaker was invented, the Slip and Slide was invented, or water balloons were invented.
Now, to go back to the previous time hop question, Jerry Rice, Pete Sampras, or Mark Messier, which of those athletes would you like to sit down and talk to for an hour?
Jerry Rice. I'd like to sit down and talk with Jerry Rice for an hour. I think what he did after his career was very kind of like, he kind of like stepped up and did something that not a lot of people were doing at that time.
Pens down. I'll go to Garth.
Water balloons seem too easy, so I want my slip and slide.
That is incorrect. And Peggy.
I said the same thing. What's that?
Water balloons were too easy because it was the correct answer. Water balloons were
I
invented
think
in
water
19...
brooms. I heard brooms. I'm like, what the fuck is
Water
a water broom?
balloons. Water.
Water balloons.
That was the new millennial thing.
I got this accent from being
Water-
Europeans.
Water brooms.
Water
I don't know what the kids these days do.
All right. Yeah, so water balloons were invented in 1950. The slip and slide was invented in 1961. And the super soaker was invented in 1990.
Yeah.
But we'll go back to the second question of Time Pop, which will be as follows. Back, I don't know. I can't process things. Like, it just sort of starts here, and then it get mixed up here, and then it comes out here. It's something entirely different. But your second question in Time Pop is as follows: which of the following was elected president first? Herbert Hoover, Warren G. Harding, or Calvin Coolidge? As I lose the cover of my marker, I don't want this to run dry. There it is.
Now, what was your favorite summertime violent hit somebody in the face with activity?
I mean, paintball was always a really fun time. Yeah, it hurts when you get hurt in the wrong place. 5, 4,
it actually gets
3,
hurt. It hurts
2,
anywhere in the
1.
legs for me. Anywhere in the
mouth.
legs.
The mouth was a pretty yikes spot. Peggy.
I guess Calvin Coolidge.
That is incorrect. And Garth.
And this is where the Canadian embarrasses the Americans. Calvin Coolidge is what I
Is also incorrect. It is Warren G. Harding. Actually said to be the voice inspiration for oh my god, Hank Azaria for Chief Clancy Wiggum. It's supposed to be a bad Warren G. Harding presence.
All right.
All right, so
Doug. Third question.
That if both of them get this answer wrong, we're going to a Bethau 2 with 0 points leading into that Bethau 2. Let's try this out. Let's do this. All right. Atlanta Thrashers moved to Winnipeg. Seattle Supersonics moved to Oklahoma City. and the Montreal Expos moved to Washington. Which of those events happened first, guys?
How many times have you moved in your life, Doug?
We can just write down A, B, or C, right?
I would say option 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, that's fine. I've moved around, I want to say, close to 17 times.
I've only moved 6 so far, and I feel like we might move at least one more time. 5.
Well, 12 of those were during my elementary and high school career.
Oh, yikes. Pens down. Go to Peggy.
I put the Expos went to Washington.
That is correct. And Garth.
Option 1.
That is incorrect. The Montreal Expos moved to Washington in 2005. The Supersonics moved to Oklahoma City in 2008. And the Atlanta Thrashers moved to the Winnipeg Jets in 2011. But with that, Peggy getting the only answer right in Time Hop, which means that she gets to go to the found number 2.
Well, since both time hops are removed from both wheels, she doesn't have to worry about that. And we will spin, and it is music. Music.
Back to music. And I will administer your question in music. Your question in music is going to be as follows. What punk band made a comeback in 2016 with their hit, She's Out of My Mind?
With a hit what?
She's Out of My Mind.
Out of my mind. I have no idea. Blink 182.
For the music wedge. Blink 182 is absolutely correct. Coming off of their album California.
Wow. Pure guess.
Nice.
Oh, it was a good guess. All right, so we only got
guess.
3 categories left, guys. Sports.
We are
arts,
just
and
flying
history.
through.
We are. Tonight has been a fast episode.
As my father would say, we are just humming along. Arts and literature. Or as GT calls it, paints and books.
Paints and books. Paints and books.
Doug, you want to know about their first question in arts and literature?
Yeah, guys. Who wrote East of Eden and the Pearl?
Damn it. You picked the question that I was going to ask.
I was going to go with the question above that, and I was like, I don't want to look like an idiot.
Yikes. Oh, inside jokes. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Only because we can see the document, guys, and you can't. So it's
Pens down. We'll go to Peggy.
No idea. I put Judy Blume.
This is incorrect. And Garth.
I was trying to see if I could get a repeat. Is it Beck? Something Beck?
You are somewhat correct. The answer is John Steinbeck.
John Steinbeck. All right. I was like, I needed 10 more seconds.
All right, your next question, guys, in arts and literature is as follows. In the Salvador Dali painting, The Persistence of Memory, what are melting?
What is your favorite thing that melts?
Like probably a jumbo freeze, like a jumbo freezy. They're pretty damn tasty.
They are tasty.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
They're
yes.
they're probably about a foot long. Like half an inch wide.
You went that way. I was worried about a scary answer.
My neighbor too. Yikes. Peggy.
I believe they are clocks.
That is correct, and Garth.
Clocks. Mostly pocket watches, I believe.
All right. And Doug, that third question in paints and books.
Guys. In paints and books, who wrote the play The Glass Menagerie? I thought I was going to butcher that, and I didn't. I'm proud of myself.
I believe it is pronounced the menagerie, where you put the emphasis on the wrong syllable, like a French Canadian.
Holy.
Oh, that's This always reminds me of the Simpsons joke. Ha ha ha! En français. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Garth.
I need another minute. I wrote Sam Simon. It's something Simon.
That's incorrect. Peggy.
I'd have been Sam Shepard. I was something like Albert Hubby, something like that.
That is also incorrect. Tennessee Williams.
Ah.
All right. Way off.
So they are tied, which means that they go back to round number 2. Both of them do. We will go to Peggy once again because she is behind 1-2.
And we are one wheel slice away from taking opponent's spinners and lose your turn off the wheel.
Well, we're just going to go back to arts and literature.
Arts and lit.
All right.
Paints and books.
All right,
Books and paints and
and
books
books.
and paints.
All right. Okay, we will go with this question here. Okay, in the painting, Liberty Leading the People, the flag of what country is being waved?
I have zero idea, so I am guessing a Taiwanese flag.
That is incorrect. Correct. A chance for a steal.
France.
That is correct for the steal. And your question for the wedge: who wrote the plays "The Cherry Orchard" and "The Seagull"?
Whoa. Seagull. I know that one. I'm gonna John Livingston Seagull. I don't know.
This is incorrect. Anton Chekhov.
All right, yeah.
Anton Chekhov is the answer. So that was an unsuccessful steal, but Garth actually gets to go back to round number 2 and see if he can once again try to extend his lead.
Challenge.
So you could be greedy and challenge for Peggy's music wedge, or you could spin again.
I would prefer to spin again. I don't think I can do well in the music.
All right, spin them again. Opponent's choice.
Opponent's choice. So Peggy, you get to pick Garth's category.
What we have left, Peggy, is arts and literature, TV, science and technology, Schmodown, sports, games.
I'll give him sports.
Yeah. Saw that coming.
All right, Doug, you want to give them their question in sports?
Absolutely. All right. Let's go with this one right here. All right, Garth, you ready?
Yeah.
Multi-sports athlete Bo Jackson played with what team in the NFL? And we also need the city.
I don't know, so I will just say Washington Redskins.
That is incorrect, Peggy, for the steal.
He played with the Oakland Raiders and the Chicago White Sox. Oh, not the Chicago White Sox. Yeah, the Chicago White Sox. Okay.
That is also incorrect.
Oakland Raiders.
That is incorrect. It is the Los Angeles Raiders because that's what they were known as at the time.
That's why they need the city.
That's why we needed the city.
All right, guys, we got 2 wheel wedges left for Befal 1. 2 categories.
I dodged a bullet there.
And we're going to end with sports, but we are going to history and geography right now.
All right, so we will go to your first question in history/geography, and it is going to be as follows. In what New York borough was Al Capone born and raised in?
1 in 5 shot.
Al Capone, a man who recently came to light. Well, not recently, because it was drunk history that first brought it to him. When they did testing on him while he was in jail, they found out that he was an idiot.
And he also
I think his IQ was like 92. Yeah.
4, 3,
So,
2.
I think he has an IQ of like 92.
Maybe he
That
threw
was-
the
I
test.
mean, he also got destroyed by Blackbeard in one of the worst
Yeah,
Central Ground battles of history.
That was
I'll go to
after
Garth.
time was rabid.
Yeah, I'll go to Garth.
I went with Brooklyn.
That is correct, Peggy.
Brooklyn.
Hey.
There we go.
All right, so tied 1-1. Yeah.
All right. We're going to hit you with something outside of the U.S. And what is the capital city of Spain?
So I believe this is what we would call a layup.
Am I allowed to
or
say
either
that, or do we have to wait for Corey to give me the okay?
I believe you have now been given approval to verify whether or not things are layups or not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Garth is shaking his head. This is not looking good. Garth, what's your answer? Portugal is actually the country beside Spain.
Yeah.
Besides Spain. And
That's what I'm
Peggy,
saying.
Is it Barcelona?
that's incorrect.
Is it Madrid?
Looking for Madrid.
Damn it!
Madrid is Madrid.
Yeah.
Barcelona's
so
where they held the Olympics. Madrid. is-
whenever you say it's a layup, it's easy. It's when we get it wrong.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, your next question, guys, is going to be as follows. What sports Hall of Fame enshrined Abraham Lincoln for having a stellar record of just one loss? Just to add to Abraham Lincoln's already badass portfolio.
This is
Sports Hall of
true.
Fame.
Can you give me the city that this Hall of Fame is located in to narrow it down for me?
That we can't do.
Damn it.
It's just what sports Hall of Fame?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go to Peggy first.
I'm guessing Major League Baseball.
This is incorrect. And Garth?
I just figured, what's the oldest sport still around? Football?
That is
That's also incorrect. It's actually wrestling.
Okay.
It's Hall of Fame wrestling. He only has one
he
loss.
is a Hall of Fame wrestler.
All right.
All right,
I love
so
when
they
I
are tied
found out.
1-1. Which means that they both get to go back to the found number 2.
Let's keep
do
it
it.
going all night long.
Well, unfortunately, we only spin it one more time without one, but
Want to Peggy first because she is still behind. And wow,
4 times.
the wheel.
4 times. Let's go for a 5th. Come on.
Almost got there.
science and technology.
Science and technology.
For Garth.
Wow, this. All right, so we're going to Garth for his science and technology question. Doug, do you want to administer that question?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Let's go with this one. What was the name of the last hurricane to hit the U.S. and Canada?
Andrew. Oh. And Canada. Wow. I'm going to go with Helen because I don't know.
That is incorrect. Peggy for the chance to steal.
Andrew?
That is also incorrect. It was Dorian.
All right.
Hurricane Dorian. Just last year, actually. Or last year before.
It was,
Yeah, we were,
Right.
it cleared the Maritimes. We were out of power for 5 days. But it had essentially come along up the east coast of the States.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right,
we're
so
in our
now we're
last,
going to...
last one of sports.
All right, I will administer your first question at Sports Guys, and it's going to be as follows. The New York Marathon is held every year on what month?
You know, I ran a marathon once. Not
Oh, did
even,
you?
Not even a joke. I did run a marathon once, and it was for cancer.
Nice.
It was a like a 5K marathon. I think it was.
Okay, nice.
It was a little one. But
Yeah,
I
we did.
pushed-
I did a 5K color run. They had like powders of like these neon colors or whatever, and every like kilometer or so you would get doused in it. It was pretty fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll go to Peggy first.
I guessed October.
That is incorrect. I do owe you a sandwich, Garth.
I went earlier in the year. I went with May.
I got to go a month later. It is November.
Okay.
Oh, cold month. Cold month for him.
All right, guys. What was the last city to host the NBA All-Star Game? Brooklyn, if you were to compete in anything for the NBA All-Star Game, what would it be?
A slam dunk contest under the stipulation that I have a trampoline. And I just do slam ball style stuff. Just like 360 front flips, like through the legs, one-hander, 5, 4,
That'd be interesting.
3,
I'd want to be in the part
1.
of three-pointers.
Yeah, that's pretty good. My shot is worth shit, Garth.
This was not a slam dunk for me. I just guessed the city, Miami.
That is
That
incorrect.
was a
And
couple
Peggy,
years ago. Sweet home Chicago, baby.
Chicago is correct. I was we were hoping Peggy would get that one correct. All right, guys. So Peggy has a 1-0 lead going into this question. She will need to keep that lead if she's looking to tie things up. And your question in sports will be as follows: name 3 of the 4 swimming styles used in Olympic swimming races. So there are 4 different disciplines. They can actually be featured in one race that is called an individual medley. Yeah.
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
So outside of Olympic swimming, what is your favorite Olympic event?
Bobsled or skeleton.
Nice.
It's crazy. It's crazy at how fast they travel.
I'm a huge fan of the shot put.
Heads down. All right. We'll go to Garth first.
Oh.
Heads.
Yeah, I didn't see the countdown.
Okay. Garth.
All right. I did not know this, and it's clear Peggy said. So, breaststroke, backstroke, and
Yikes! Yikes! I mean, you got 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Peggy.
Well, you start off with backstroke. I believe it goes to freestyle, then breaststroke, then butterfly. But I wrote it
Getting
down.
all 4.
butterfly.
Peggy
All
uses show off,
Out
and it
with
is
the
super
backstroke.
effective.
And someone would call that being a dunk.
Fun fact: I beat
Yes.
one of Michael Jordan's kids in a meet because he was doing backstroke, and so was I, and I beat him in the intermittent.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, that
Cool.
was a question written just
He
for
swam
Peggy.
against Medina Country Club.
All right, so Peggy is the only person that gets to advance on to round number 2. If she gets it correct, we are at a tie game, which means that we will go to sudden death. If it is incorrect, sorry.
Brooklyn, we're at a tied game, the last question of the game, possibly, and we still have opponent's choice, spinner's choice, and lose your turn. We could possibly end this on a lose your turn.
And the way the wheel's been treating me, it could very well happen.
This
All
time,
right, so we're gonna spin away.
Here we go.
Not lose your turn. Not lose your turn. Not lose your turn.
What's the
Here it
record
comes.
for this?
Oh no.
Science and technology.
All right, science and technology. All right, so Peggy, to get you will need to get this correct to tie the game and force it into sudden death. Doug, do you want to administer their question in science and technology?
Absolutely. All right, Peggy, here we go. Your question in science and technology. What 3 letters are used to distinguish different blood types?
That's A, B, and O.
That is correct.
For a tie game, which means that we are going to sudden death. So here's what's going to happen, guys. We're going to spin the round number 2 with all the remaining categories that are left on the wheel. Once a category is selected, you will get 3 questions from us. Whoever gets the most of the 3 correct will be your winner. If it is still tied, they'll go to a 1-question answer off. As Doug takes off those pesky lose your turn, spinner's choice, and challenge, because nobody needs a challenge.
All right, guys, here we go. And it's in Schmodown.
I'm a schmo and I'm a downin'. All right. Okay, I will administer your first question in the Schmodown, and it is going to be as follows. What team's match was the first studio recorded match of season 6? So the season premiere was a live event.
Oh, so we need.
And then there was a teams match. That was technically the second one, but the first one is
true. This is true.
These have been pretty highly requested teams matches in the past. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down to go to Peggy first.
I have no idea. I put Wild Berries versus Shire Wolves.
That's incorrect, and Garth.
I couldn't recall. I went Shazam Looney Bin.
That's incorrect. Looking for Harris Brothers versus Critically Acclaimed. I have to remember that this is also pre-Anarchy.
Aye.
All right, guys. Your next question. Who won the 2017 team tournament? Now you asked me, but I'll ask you. What kind of tournament would you want to win?
My answer is the same as last time. I want to win Mortal Kombat. And win the throne of Outworld. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The pen's down. Let's go to Becky.
The Patriots?
It is incorrect. And Garth?
I made the same guess.
It is incorrect. Looking for above the line.
Ah.
All right.
That's the thing they wanted to go face the Patriots the first time.
Okay.
All right. Your final question in IG. Yeah, I guess. Well, it's going to be an Intergeekdom because I said IG. Mark Donica defeated whom in an Intergeekdom #1 contenders match in season 5?
Some would say the IG has definitely elevated its competition this year.
Some would say that competition has stemmed from the fan leagues, as we were known to study more before the Throwdown got there. 5, 4, 3,
Not
2,
wrong.
1. Pens down. Garth.
I couldn't recall. I went with Rachel Fitchman, but that's wrong.
It's incorrect. And Peggy for the win.
Is it Kalinowski?
It's also incorrect. Looking for Jared Habon.
All right.
Jared Habon was the answer. So now we're going to one question apiece. Doug, I want to give them their next question.
All right. What event did Riley v. Merle v. Roca happen at?
I do want to preface that this is the triple threat match for the Movie Trivia Showdown Singles Championship of the universe.
You can say that because there is only one movie Trivia Showdown show. So,
in this universe, there are probably multiple universes where there are like minor infractions. Like one of the Showdown was run by Kaleb Koho. That could be interesting. 5.
That would be fun.
3, 2, 1. Let's go to Garth.
I'm feeling it. Schmodown. Spectacular Food.
Is it corrected, Peggy?
I don't even know if this is an actual title. Is it called like Collider Collision?
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of Multiplex Miscellaneous is Peggy Gubbins.
Nice. Woo! Pulled that right out my ass like I was Stacey Howard or Josh McCouga.
All right. But yeah, Peggy, you pulled off the comeback. Garth took an early 2-0 lead, and you just stayed in there. You had the eye of the tiger. How do you feel about your debut performance?
I'm just glad. I'm glad my internet held out.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's
great.
good. Did you have fun?
Yes, I wish I would have known more answers to the questions, but unfortunately I did not. Maybe next time the wheel will be a little bit nicer to me and I will know more. But
I get
lucky enough
wheels,
to get on it.
the views and opinions expressed by Bow number 2 do not represent the views expressed by Multiplex and their affiliates.
No, it was mostly Bow number 1 because every time I went on Bow number 2, I got lose a turn.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go to Garth. Garth, this has actually been a realm that you have done quite well in. You have a win before, and you've held your own on all your performances. How did it feel going up against Peggy?
it was rough because my weakness is her strength. So as soon as any sports thing came up, I was like, well, I'm wrong. She's right. And, you know, some were right up her alley. It's like, oh, this happened in Chicago. This is swimming. This is, you know, she would have gotten Raiders if, you know, like you
I didn't realize. Yeah.
like you said, you got to get the city right. So she would have had that right, but she just got the right city. Things like that, where it was like some went my way, but a lot went her way, and congrats.
Yeah,
and that was
all
a
right.
great ending.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Doug, any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
This was a great match. It was nice to do a little singles match. We normally do teams match. Tonight was, you know, not as many people wanted to volunteer for Vail, but it was still nice to have Peggy's debut here. I hope she had fun. Garth, you always welcome here. Hope you had fun as well. And I, of course, had fun. Brooklyn, did you have fun?
I had a blast as always. This has always a great way to end the week, and then it's a great way for everybody to sort of refresh and start Monday morning fresh and not be super groggy. But for Peggy, for Garth, for Doug, myself, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, anything on Multiplex Entertainment. No jam session next week, but the week after it will be Zach Ford will be our guest. So cheers, guys, and as always, drive safely.